self-publishing photographer. So Igor, how old were you when you decided that you were interested in photography?
I was 18.
What inspired you?
A lot of things inspired me, and it just was so boring to be a student of a technical college, so I was looking for something else.
Was there any particular incident?
It was a particular incident, like watching one of the best movies of this time, a surreal movie, Miro by Andrei Tarkovsky. I just found that it is certain things you can do that is like practical, almost magic for me. Now it's a very common thing. It's like After Effects, and in any movie you can see those things. But at the time, the language of cinematography wasn't developed as much as now. So I decided to become a cameraman. But after playing with the camera and film, I started concentrating on still photography. That's also. I lost my interest to cinematography, so photography became my hobby.
And where did this occur? Did this occur in New York?
No, it's occurred long ago in Russia.
Did you decide to pursue photography as a career then?
Well, it's practically impossible. It's like it's always, you can be a professional photographer, but in any time, in any place. So take a picture of kids, take some advertisement picture. But the art photography cannot be a career. It's something else. You practically cannot make a living on it. I mean, maybe some people can, but it wasn't possible for me. So you're supposed to have another profession to make a living.
But yet you always wanted to become a photographer.
Yes, I always want to become a photographer. So, and I always was a photographer. So everything I was doing for myself and sharing with my friends. Sometimes it was art exhibits, but it has to do. It's nothing to do with everyday life. So you can't really earn any money on it.
And did you want to become like rich and famous, or did you always want to keep it simple?
Yeah, in the code of photography, it is you're supposed to want to be rich and famous and very recognizable. I mean, this is the code of an artist. Otherwise, don't become an artist. Every soldier is supposed to dream about being marshal. Otherwise, it's like nothing.
When you came to New York, did you decide to pursue photography as a career?
I never decided to pursue photography as a career. It's happening or it's not happening. So I just got a job as a black and white printer, which was a great experience. I had access to latest equipment, to contemporary materials. So I had choice like I never had in Russia. So I had to learn it, because image has to be perfect, and without experience of making image yourself, you can never say this is my picture, because somebody's else involved. And my purpose to be to have intellectual property as a picture, and only if I accomplish all processes of it. Like I wouldn't trust with the printing. I wouldn't give my printing to somebody else, because printing and finishing of the picture is as important as a taken picture.
When did you decide to pursue photography as a business?
Well, it happened accidentally when I was taking some art pictures, was doing some assignments, and I had beautiful pictures of New York City, and I got an offer to sell it as a print, as a copy. It was accident, pure accident, that opened my eyes. So instead of selling art as an original, which is in photography, it's impossible to say this is original. Everything is a copy. Canvas painting, it's original and then it's copy. In photography, negative is the original, and you make as many copies as you want. So I start sell copy, start sell it not as an artwork, but I start sell it as a print.
What projects have you been recently engaged in, and what are you doing now?
The last project started about 10 years ago, and it's still going on, and it's getting better and better. I've become a self-publishing photographer, so I'm not dependent on publishers. I'm not dependent on printers. I'm not dependent on brokers, anybody. I just decide that I will put together my abilities of printing, producing, and selling pictures and taking pictures. That was a way I'm worried. I turned my photography in art prints, which sold out by local framing shops. Do it on an international base through Google. Then I turned my pictures in greeting cards, which is available for everybody who want to send a greeting. So this way people see my art. I mean, they don't know who's the photographer, they might not be interested with it, but the pictures become very famous and very well recognizable through the stationery stores.